right. So, hello everyone, and welcome back to Skill Set Sunday. So, this is the second installment of Skill Set Sunday. So, for today's episode, we will talk about yung ating effective technical communication. So, this is an important skill set to have as an engineer, since mostly we will be working on the field, we will be contracting, we will be talking to various types of people, and having the mastery over technical communication is the key to success in these types of uh, encounters. Ano? So without further ado, let us begin. So medyo maikli lang din naman to, just for the sake of it. So first, we have to consider for technical communication is yung ating audience awareness. Since napadaanan natin to dati in such courses being Introduction to Engineering, so mostly dun sa pitching na part nung ITE subjects natin, we mostly deal with how we communicate with other people, as well as yung ating ibang gen ed subjects. So that's besides the point, but let us discuss that we have to consider the audience you are presenting your idea to. So ayun, most of the time we will be talking to people na hindi specialist sa field natin. So we have to avoid jargons when talking to non-engineers. And ayun nga, kapag when we're working naman with our peers, we have to be precise to communicate our idea effectively. Ano? So, ayun lang, it's pretty much a no-brainer there on why we should do this para maka-avoid tayo ng miscommunication in the workplace. So, that's that. And doon naman sa aspect na pagko-convey ng information, so we have to consider the most important first principle na makita natin dito sa ating Minto pyramid. So, yung pinaka-important dito yung answer or the idea that we are trying to convey to others. Then we go with the supporting arguments. But in this case, since we're not really dealing with academic writing and we're just really talking to other people, siguro yun yung mga, ano na, yung mga reasoning behind, let's say, we're trying to convince a customer that a certain engine that we are constructing will be better than other models, then we can supply that with yung technical reasons. But again, we avoid jargon, especially sa other clients na hindi specialists sa field natin. So that's another aspect of that. And then finally, we have the supporting data or facts. So pretty much the same, but on a more broad perspective. Okay. And then we also have to consider yung ating clarity and conciseness. So makita naman natin sa image, we have the 4 C's here. The information should be clear, concise, complete, and correct. So ayun, we should replace vague terms with specific ones as much as possible. So merong mga terms na it cannot be simply explained in simple terms, but there's a way to break it down, and we should do that as much as possible, all in while using short, direct sentences. No? And ayun nga, another important part of technical communication is avoiding the passive voice. So the passive voice basically means that we should be clear on what we are trying to convey. Kumbaga, ma-explain natin na, for example, the resistance of the machine can be calculated towards parang ganun. Uh, we have to be in an active voice. So, parang instead of explaining the data as it is, we need to put ourselves in the place that we can try to not really manipulate, that's not the word, to convey the information. Like, let's say, we can improve the resistance of the machine by calculating. So that sounds much better rather than using a passive voice, which actually ito yung isa sa mga natatanong sa defenses or when we're trying to do reports is whenever we do passive voice, that opens up the possibility of more questions. So parang kung hindi ka sure dun sa pinapaliwanag mong information, then your panelists or even your professors uh, will have a hint of doubt on whether or not you are sure about what you are presenting. So it's better to be confident and use the active voice as much as possible. Ano? And finally, we structure the information to be presented or reported in a standard research format. So, kumbaga may mga introduction, there's a background behind it, then you present your problem and then your methodology and the data that you have gathered within that and the results you have deduced. So, when you're doing a report, para hindi siya dilly-dallying, mas okay na concise siya since yun nga, we all know that time is gold, ano? And yeah, finally, we should use visuals effectively. So makita naman natin dito, it's an example of the top visuals for effective project status reports. Makita pa lang natin dito uh, that at one glance, we know what information that we are seeing. Since yun nga, visual graphs can convey information faster than text at most times. So rather than babasahin pa yung report, it is better that you can present data in your report in a visual graph. So it can be yung mga nandito, the Gantt charts, progress bars, dashboards, infographics, and then nga, charts and graphs. No? So makita natin dito uh, what information is being presented, or for comparison, we can say what design is more efficient, what design is more durable. So it's such a simple way, but it is foolproof na in the field, it is more professional to use uh, visuals as much as possible rather than printing out a text that medyo matatagal pang basahin, and then it creates a sense of parang doubt. Okay, so I think that would be it for technical communication. Ano? So, ayan. Communication is like the basics of mechanical engineering. The more moving parts you have, the more likely it is to break down. So, it is a quote by Garrison Winn. Okay? So, ayun nga. For communication to be effective as much as possible, you want it to have as less parts as possible. Ano? Para hindi siya magiging kagulo in the end, since ayun nga, one faulty part can lead to the system breaking down. So if you get that, ano, so ayun, I guess that would be it for Skill Set Sunday episode 2, since yun nga, medyo maikli lang naman and we're just really talking about the skill sets that you need to be an engineer. So ayun, uh, I'll be back tomorrow for Math Monday, okay? And ayun lang, thank you guys, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Ano? Bye and happy learning.